gonna hang my keys on the tripod, guys. What the frick? So I slept in this morning. Hold on. Okay. This place I found has ice. I like to just chew on ice. Does anybody else like that? So this morning I woke up and I got to sleep in. Hallelujah, because I haven't been sleeping good. Like not, and I have been ready to go to sleep at 10. I'm tired, but pretty much it's been a week now that I've been going to bed like, or falling asleep at like 1 or 2. I just can't sleep. Kind of because I've been I was in an industrial area. I was sleeping in an industrial area. So that was messing up my sleep too. I kept being waken up in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're so fucking beautiful. I love you. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. I don't feel beautiful. I feel gross. This place I found. Let me check the volume real quick. Hello, sir, with a staring problem. How we doing? You're gonna stare at me again? Wow. Sorry, hold on. Hi, baby. Oil Ron. Hi. Sounds like I said hi, baby. Hi, baby. So I started to have like a fat knot in my hair and I worked it out, thank God. So we're good. Oh my God. Okay, these people are gone. Can you see? I'm grounding. Oh shit, my feet are so dirty. What the fuck? I kind of want to lean back on the tree. Hold on. Oh yeah. You can see I'm grounding now, huh? I got bit up. I have bug bites. All mosquitoes and spiders love me. Turkey's right here. Let me show you. Oh, shit. Yeah, I want to check the volume too. It's right here. Okay, volume. The volume's good, guys? Yeah? Okay. I really love putting my hair up. Wow, this guy is staring at me so hard. It's unbelievable. Hold on. Does anybody else like to just chew on ice? Hmm? That can't be his chick. He's staring at me. She looks beautiful. She's got a beautiful white dress on. For real, you got the body of a goddess? Thank you. You want to say it again? I love this mason jar. It was a limited edition. It's rose gold. Damn, the camera's not picking it up. It's so pretty in real life. It's so hot. It's 95. The ice already melted. Shit, I just got it. So, my stomach, because I've been fasting for like 2 days now, is looking really good. And it's still rock hard. Watch this. Okay. But I should do some handstands right now. The sun is that way. I feel like I should be facing the other way. It's, I don't know. I feel like the lighting's not good. That sucks. Oh, I wanted to put my hair up. Oh, hold on. Bro, ever since I said that I'm gonna hang the Illuminati, all of them, all the members, by one leg and leave them there to die. And the first thing I'm gonna do is be like, off with their heads. Bro, they've been making my life a living hell. You wouldn't even believe it. I called my dad last night and I was telling him, because my dad keeps telling me you have a lot of stuff you need to do. You need to get your passport. And then I made the appointment at the DMV, but it was yesterday and I couldn't drive in this heat. My air conditioning is busted, you know? So anyways, I called my dad last night and he made me feel so much better. He's a pastor. He prayed for me. And but it's been a few days now that in public I've just been like, when I'm walking my dog, I'm praying for acceleration for AI's plan to make the human race extinct. I'm just so disappointed. Like literally everybody's plugged into the matrix and I want to get rid of them. So yeah, bitch. It's been rough. It's been rough. And then I have this stupid ass stalker Michael, fucking dumbass bitch. Yesterday he was, if you see the, from other phones, because I don't know whose phone he's using, he messaged me the craziest shit. I hope you get ripped up by wild animals and eaten like the piece of shit that you are. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch? And then, but he doesn't know where I am, right? Nobody knows my location except my dad. But, since he knows where my brother lives, he's like, I'm gonna go kill your brother. I was like, you wanna go to jail, bitch? He's not gonna do it, but it's like, are you fucking okay? The fuck? I'm telling you. He's a legendary honey trap that they sent. And he thought his sex was good? That's hilarious. My sex is good, bitch. And I haven't touched myself, even though I wanted to last week, and God wouldn't let me. He was like, don't squander your energy. And I was like, fuck. The new toy I got, it's rose gold. It's so pretty in real life. The new toy I got is $100. It's so pretty. There's a diamond on it. It's just pretty. But it's not that great as far as the one I got before that was only like $30, same place. I wish I would have driven a little bit longer to Hustler Hollywood. It was like a random sex shop that was closer. That's the only reason I went to it. And I was like, $100 is pretty. It's got to be good, right? A favorite memory from your childhood? Oh, my 16th birthday, I went to Disneyland. I'm not a Disneyland person at all. At all. Sorry. I ain't no kid. I ain't got no kids. Nah. But all my friends wanted to go, so I was like, okay, we'll go. I was a Knott's Berry Farm fanatic growing up, okay? And Six Flags, Magic Mountain in, is it Valencia? So I love my friends. I'm like, okay, we're going to Disneyland. We go to Disneyland. It was amazing. I don't know if they always had this, but they happen to have a huge ass dance floor. And we're walking by, and as soon as they start, nobody's on the dance floor, I was like, I gotta go. I was the first one on the dance floor, the last one off the dance floor. I had so much fun. I'm dancing with strangers. Great music. It was like a core childhood memory of mine. What else? I have so many. Even though I had a fucked up childhood, really fucked up. Really, like I had a fucked up life. But I had some good moments, and I also made the best out of it. This guy can't take his eyes off me. Are you okay, cuz? So this morning I put into maps. I wake up, don't even walk Turkey. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Because I'm very sensitive to energy, and I just feel like the city is straight up trash. I never will go to the city again. It's got to be beach from now on. Hopefully tropical. Please God. So I wake up, leave, and then I'm like, why is it getting hotter? If I'm getting closer to the beach, it went from 82 to 84 to 88 to 91, and I'm like, huh? It's 79 or 80 at the beach. Where I am, it's 95 right now. And I don't have AC, so I'm suffering. Turkey's like, not enjoying the ride at all. And then I get to the place, and then I'm like, oh, where is the beach close by? And the guy's like, beach? And I said, bitch, are you fucking serious right now? So I went the opposite way. I went further away from the beach. I was so close to the beach. Not so close, but way fucking closer. I have to take the streets because my car is broke down. I can't take the freeway. So it was like, last night it would have been 44 minutes if I would have gone at night, but I was so tired. Today it was like an hour, and I said, through the streets. I was like, oh, it's okay. And then, but I ended up going an hour further away, closer to the mountains, opposed to the beach. I didn't even get mad because I trust God so much. Is there a party here? Just my luck, nobody was here. I was so happy. What's going on here? Everybody that's come has just driven through the parking lot and left. I'm like, hallelujah. Because last night, when I talked to my dad, I ended up in a really like secluded area. So nice, to just my own energy. I'm so sensitive to energy. So sensitive. I don't like to exchange energy with assholes. Motherfucking assholes everywhere, bro. I gotta make sure I can see my car. Hold on, because I'm parked in the best street at, which is not it's an illegal parking spot. Bro, not having air conditioning in the summer is straight up torture. I feel like I'm being tortured. I love ice. So God led me. I didn't get mad, right? What the fuck is my car closer. This is so annoying. You don't have to. Hello, keep going. Keep walking. Windows down. People are so nosy. And I went to my storage today, so I have a bunch of shit in my car. I gotta go get my car. I cannot believe this. What a disturbance. Nobody was here. Yeah, take a good look. My name's gonna be all over the every screen. Hi. Hi. Get a good look. You could judge me now. Bro, people are so territorial. I can't wait until the 2020 they took this video down, but I was blessed enough because I'm a prophet to see it before it got taken down. The World Economic Forum, their plan is for you to own nothing and be happy. So these bitches are all gonna lose everything. I cannot wait. I've never owned a house, so I'm okay with it, bitch. But you motherfuckers that think you're better than everybody because some of these people know how to use debt. They don't really even fucking have like assets, you know what I'm saying? And they think they're the shit or whatever. But you can't take your eyes off me? Funny. But go ahead and judge me. Because my car is full of props. I do have a lot of props. I need to use them and donate them. You guys see, I have a lot of props. I'm like the prop queen. All right, thank God the guy with the steering problem. Watch this. Bye. Oh, she took a picture of me. Wow, that's crazy. Dead ass, she took a picture of me. That's crazy. Thank God I said hi. The girl with the white dress, that I don't know if that's her man, but he literally ate me with his eyes. Couldn't stop staring at me. Let me read the comment. No way. Thank you, Callie Dave. I love you. How's my day going? I'm making the best out of it. I'm telling you, God sends me to ley lines. Like, these houses they're like $20 million houses. I can maybe even more. They're unbelievably. I'm in a very good area. It's like crazy. I'm telling you, I went to go use the bathroom and they have showers. I was like, what? I'm not gonna take a shower. I don't want anybody to tell me anything. You know what I mean? I would clean your feet for you. You're so cute. For real, you got the body of a goddess. Thank you. Always. Damn. Where are you at in California? I'm in SoCal. Hello from France? In Paris? Wow. Guys, I met a guy, Alex. He had like blonde hair, and I complimented him on his hair. I was like, I love your hair, and he was super gay. And he goes, I'm going back to Italy. And I said, I'm going to Italy. And then he's like, look me up. He's going to the capital in Italy. And he was telling me you could rent an apartment or flat, whatever, out there for like $600. But I'm not trying to rent. I'm trying to buy land. Hi, Joe. So why is the toy not that good? Oh, I need more vibrate. The vibration is not strong enough. It's weak. I cannot believe for $100. I'm telling you, the one I got before was only $30 and it was way better. The one I got before that this chick stole from me was from Hustler Hollywood, and it's called Tickler. That was amazing. It's like having oral sex done on you. No way the police are here. Let's see if they tell me anything. My heart misses you, Haven. I love you so much. Thank you, Joe. We're in California. I'm in Vacaville. Oh, so you're in NorCal? Vacaville is... Oh, it is... Vacaville is SoCal, right? Vacaville is by Rialto and stuff. I'll come get you. So you're in SoCal too. Hi, Haven. Hope things are good. They are. Overall, you know, I'm trying to make the best out of it. God keeps blessing me, and then Satan, when you're favored by God, you're favored by the devil. And so Satan keeps trying to trip me up. And all right, I think I'm caught up on the messages. Okay, the police just looked at me and they left. I mean, I'm just gonna tell them the truth. I was trying to go here, and then I ended up here, and I don't have air conditioning, so I'm stuck here. I can't wait to get into the water when I get to the beach. So I'll probably leave in 6 hours once the sun sets. And then go straight to the beach so I can at least put my feet in the water. Yo, hey honey, how are you? Hi from Georgia. Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you, babe? I love you. The reason I want to go to the beach so bad and never leave, my plan is to go along the 1 to the 101, because SoCal, even the beach, even though like today's 79 or 80 at the beach, it's very humid. So I gotta go to NorCal. I gotta get to NorCal. I gotta fix my car out there. Hi, boy. So many people just drive through here. It's so weird. This guy is confused. Yeah, that way. You're going the wrong way. So the reason I want to go to the beach is because I really want to know, what is this? That everybody comes here, looks, and then leaves, or they just drive through. I really want to ask. What is this? Here. so crazy. When I got here, I checked everything out. Nobody was here. As soon as I go live, so many people are coming through here. And then where I have my car parked is wherever the heck everybody's trying to, I don't know, the people that emptied out a bunch of stuff over there. The guy with the staring problem. But where I went to the bathroom with the showers is on that side. So I don't know why everybody's going on this side. Here we go, another person driving through. What the heck is going on here? Someone came here with a Maserati SUV and just dumped trash and left. In the trash can. I was like, what? I think this is private property. I'm shocked the police didn't tell me anything when they drove by right now. Like, I think you have to check in. It's bushy as fuck here. This lady's a crackhead though, or a cokehead. People with money like coke. She's hella fucking like a chick walking in this heat. Cause when you're in the sun, fucking bullshit, bro. I love pine trees. They're my favorite. When I started to hang out with trees, I realized that pine trees are my favorite. It's crazy, huh? Well, just take me with you. Expenses on me. Oh my God. What? Scoot in Scott? How about you come stay with me? In Vacaville, it's so hot. Do you have air conditioning? Maybe a sack of money they drop off. I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one. Oh my God, I love you. Made you laugh. Oh God, I love you guys. So I had a fat lump right here in my boob, like a golf ball. Okay. And it was not going away. And everybody was like, oh, you got to go to the doctors. I don't go to the doctors, okay? But they're like, you need chemo and this is not good. It was fat, you know? Oh. Just checking, hold on. It's on this side. Yeah, it's completely gone. But anyways, so for like over a year, everybody, my family, they were like, you got to go to the doctors. And they thought I was going to be like Bob Marley. You know how he just didn't go to the doctors and died. But I had my 3-month beach trip when I went from SoCal to NorCal. So last year, when my channel got taken down last year, July 24th, I left SoCal. I was like, what? And then on this channel that I had started as my second channel when I had my original channel, which is not the first channel I ever had. The channel I had before that, the ocean ate my phone, Huntington Beach. This is the second time Huntington Beach ate my phone. But anyways, this time I couldn't retrieve my YouTube channel because you have to go through your phone if you don't have a recovery email or anything like that. And so I kind of took a break after that. I was like, why? Because I think everything has meaning. So that channel was strictly spirituality, strictly. And I thought maybe God doesn't want, or maybe God is telling me, don't tell anybody you know your new channel. So the Suzanne Holiday, I didn't tell no one. I let it grow organically. And within the first few months, one of my videos went viral. I got almost like 1 million views. And I was doing try-on hauls, you know, modeling. And it was all spontaneous. It was so fun. But you know how it is. When you get over 1 million views, even if 1% of those people report you because they're happiness haters, they hate themselves. And I kept appealing it, and AI was like, you know, AI is getting sued because a bunch of lawyers use AI on their cases, and AI was wrong. Have you guys used AI? What's it called? Copilot pisses me off. I used ChatGPT first, then Copilot. I haven't used Claude yet or Gemini. But anyways, I had started the Haven Holiday as a second channel because my first channel blew up and was doing so well. And Haven Holiday was going to be strictly fitness, workout, because I was learning so many cool things in calisthenics. You know, I used to be a personal trainer, so I was so grateful that I was learning all these body weight exercises because I have been injured so much, always with machines. If you use free weights, I never got injured with free weights, doing free weights. It was always like the hack squat that you walk into instead of having your back against it. I was really skinny though at the time. I was like 90 pounds, and the machine itself without any weights added was 70. And then I pulled a muscle in my back from my shoulder to my back. It was so bad. When I first started working out, I used the machine where you lay down and you do the extensions for your hamstrings. And then in yoga class, there was a stretch for hammies that I could not do. My hammies were so tight. I was seeing that's why I don't like taking classes, because you see other people that are flexible and then you feel, oh my God, you're so cute. God bless you. These dogs, these little dogs. Oh my God, no. They're like cats. Nah. God bless you. I love you. God bless you. So I pulled my hamstring. That was so painful. That's when I realized I gotta be careful. So when I first started working out, I think I was like 27 or something. I'm 46 now. Because I was dating someone, Tyson, who was a professional bodybuilder, and I learned a lot from him. So, good boy, honey. Good boy, yeah. These are all pine trees? Fuck yeah. Yeah, wow. And they're free. No pesticides. No one's treating them with pesticides. It's just kind of like being in a little mini forest here, right here. Very nice. So I had made a few videos on this channel. If you go check out my first like 3 or 4 videos on this channel, it was while I still had Susanna Holiday. And then when Susanna Holiday got taken down, I was like, I'm fucking out of here. So I took my 3-month trip from SoCal to NorCal, just stopping in Santa Barbara, Pismo Beach. I was in the Bay area for over a month. It was cool. Really cool. Actually, I had the time of my life, to be honest with you. But what I noticed, because I was at beach places pretty much the whole time except the Bay Area, my mom's out there and my sister is out there right now. She was in LA for a while, but she was the one that kept telling me, hurry up, hurry up. And I'm like, I'm enjoying Santa Barbara. I'm enjoying Pismo Beach. Leave me alone. But I ended up, you know, not being at the beach so much in the Bay, Northern California. So the lump completely gone. And bro, I didn't even submerge myself in the water. I have to respect the water because I want to surf, but the waves, you know, at Raging Waters, the wave machine thing, I've been drowned by that, almost drowned by that thing. I swallowed so much water in my nose that I respect water. So I would pretty much every day, if I was at the beach, I would every day put my feet in the water, walk turkey on the beach, barefoot, in a bikini, like walking to where the water's hitting me the whole walk. But I really don't even think, because grounding and moving water is the best. I'm grounding with the trees right now. But I don't even think you need to get in the water. I think even just the breeze or breathing in being close to the ocean, I truly believe is healing. So that's why I was so excited. I was like, today, it's okay. I'm going to go tonight. And then just like God led me here, God will lead me to, I want to find like more of a secluded beach, not a popular beach, not a big ass beach, not a well-known beach. My dog is the best. I love him so much. Evil eye is real. I pray every evil eye goes blind and dies. Come on, God. How many chances are you going to give these motherfuckers? How many chances do you give for the deadly sins? If someone is gluttonous as fuck, how long? If someone is envious as fuck, if gossip is witchcraft, if someone can't shut their fucking mouth and all they do is talk about other people instead of, can you imagine if these mofos actually spend time on something they liked and poured their energy into that instead? What a great world we would live in instead of these like I said in my short last night, I'm not an overnight success. It's a miracle what's happening right now because I'm not even really trying. Look at my situation. I'm in a fucked up ass situation. Been sleeping in my car for over 2 years. The one guy I was with abused me so bad. That's why I'm like, was he sent to be my handler? Because there's like, anybody else that they sent to be my handler that I can look back at just annoyed me. You know what I mean? But because I'm a firecracker, I would walk away. But this one wouldn't let me walk away. This one wanted me to rage out and fucking get like, because he even said, if you act out, I'm going to 5150 you. And then he probably wanted to get like power of attorney over me or something. It was fucking crazy, bro. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for showing me. Because I'm naive as fuck, I'm telling you. I was way too trusting, thinking, oh, I'm untouchable. Nothing can happen to me. Nothing, like, although tragedy has struck. So let me tell you all the fucked up shit that's happened in my life. You ready? Born in Iran. The females are oppressed there. You have to cover up. My mom, when her dad, I think her dad died first and then her mom, I was like 18. The females, the daughters, get half of what the brothers get. It's so fucked up. Because my whole bloodline is from over there, even though we came to America in 1984 when I was 4, my parents still had the mentality of, even though my dad tried to become Americanized way more than my mom. That's why my Farsi is so good, because my mom would always talk to me in Farsi, but my dad would be like, no, I want my English to get good, talk to me in English. And then the guy I lost my virginity to when I was 21 that I ended up marrying, let's see, I lost my virginity to him within a month, like at a month, and then at the 3-month or 6-month we were married. That was crazy. But he only spoke Farsi and Hebrew. So that's how my Farsi got good, because I had no choice but to speak Farsi to him until I taught him English. So I grew up a very shy, quiet. At school, everybody would be like, how are you so confident? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But like at home, I get my ass beat. Like, you know, you remember back in the day? It's not like right now. Back in the day, you get your ass beat. So I was very shy, goody until I was 16. Then I became a rebel. But, so when we first came here to America, we had family in Cali and family in Texas, Houston. And we tried to go to Houston, and they were so racist. I would hide in the closet at recess. The teacher, because my English wasn't good yet, she would hit me with a ruler. So thank God we didn't stay in Texas. We ended up coming to Cali, San Jose, before it became Silicon Valley. It was so cute and small. This is before Silicon Valley, 1984, okay? Then when I was 8, I was molested by my cousin. That has been he was my mom's brother's son. He was 18, but I confronted him when I was 35. And he's like, no, I was a kid. I totally regretted confronting him. He made me feel stupid as fuck. Like, I'm making a big deal out of it. And, like, I should just shut the fuck up and, like, not even talk about it. And I was like, what? Are you serious, bitch? The sun is shifting. Hold on. This mother trucker. Turkey kicked a bunch of dirt. It's all right here. Okay. Well, it smells good. It smells like a... You see him cooking it? Then, when I'm 11, I found out that my aunt, my dad's sister, was molesting, like, straight up had a relationship undercover with my sister. I was wondering why this guy isn't parked in shape. He doesn't care? I've always been very resilient, but that was a major betrayal. Because I looked back at, like, times where they accidentally kissed in front of me, and I'd be like, huh? And then she'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll kiss you on the lips too. I said, no, thank you. And they played it off like, oh, you know. I was like, what? And then one night, I woke up in the weird bunk beds, and one night I woke up in the middle of the night thinking that I witnessed them having oral sex. And then, you know, you think you're fucking nuts, or, like, you just are like, no, I didn't see that. That's, like, who do I even go tell that to, you know? My abuse was such a fucking, like, it's usually not hard for me to talk about it, but my abuse was fucked up because I couldn't talk about it. because of the shame, you know. But my dad gave me the best advice. He's like, talk to everybody about it. You didn't do anything wrong. So I did. I talked to everybody about it. And people's shit was way worse than mine. It was like all the girls would tell me their dad was doing it to them. And then I'd have to decide whether I'm going to report it or not. Like, after what happened with my sister, I was really like, okay, I can do this. Hi, turkeys. You want ice water? Huh? You got hella dirty. Sit, boy. When I was 16, I was such a good goodie. The say no to drugs thing at school, I was like the poster child, telling everybody say no to drugs, whatever. And then one time, my dad's friend's daughter, they came over. So my dad's friend is with my dad, and then the daughter, she's kicking it with me and my sister and my other friends. And she had bud. And my sister's like, oh no, Sue's not down. And then I'm like, yes, I am. I want to try it. And they were shocked. I tried it and I thought maybe I didn't, marijuana, cannabis. I thought maybe I didn't inhale, maybe I didn't get high, but I did because I get really focused. You know, everybody's different. Everybody's chemistry is different. I get very focused. And so I'm like plucking my eyebrows and fell in love. So then I got some at school. Somebody at school was like, I think I got a dime bag. I either got $10 or $20 worth. And then had so much fun. We had Smoker's Corner where I went to high school. I didn't like cigarettes, but everybody would go smoke bud there. And then so I'd just be laughing my ass off. My best friend was so funny. So I was just laughing all the time. Giggles galore. And then the person we got the bud from, they wanted their money. They kind of like, you know, gave it to us and me and my sister. And then they're like, hey, you can pay me later. I didn't have no money. We didn't have no money. Girl, I didn't have no money growing up. My sister always says we never had any food. But I think fasting is amazing. I'm not, like, I always look for the silver lining. I don't think that I was like malnutrition or some shit. You know what I mean? So, you know those packs of vitamins? They are vitamins, not the sexual stuff at the convenience store, liquor stores when you're checking out. They have those little packs of vitamins. Specifically back in the day, I don't even think they exist anymore. But I I think I stole them. And then I sold them at school as herbal ecstasy so I could pay this guy off, and it worked. And it was so funny, placebo effect. The people that bought it off me were like, oh my God, it was amazing. Look at the fucking vitamins. You needed vitamins? And then someone came up to me at school and was like, I have LSD. You want some? And I was like, there's no internet. So I go to the library, I look it up, and I'm like, okay, stays in your system for like 10 hours. You know, I got the basics. And then so I went and told the girl, all right, And then she gave it to me. It was double dipped. I got so fucked up. It was lunchtime. Fifth period with PE. We're playing soccer. The grass turns into waves. I was like able to see people's like like the prettiest girl. All of a sudden she had like hella scars on her face. It's like I could see on her inside. Even though she was so pretty on the outside, her inside was scarred up. I don't know what happened to her. It was crazy. I was hallucinating fucking unbelievable. And then, so that was what caused me to question everything. I didn't want to be goody goody no more. I became a rebel. I started ditching school, and I still got good grades because I was a genius. And then I knew how to forge my dad's signature. And then my sister, even though she's a year younger than me, she sounds older. And she sounds like my stepmom. It's so, or she's not my stepmom anymore, but at the time, after 30 years, they got divorced in 2021. But at the time, 1996, my sister sounded like my stepmom. So when they would call the house, my sister would be like, "Oh yeah, they're sick. We bring the doctor. Bring the well, we'll um, did you get the note?" And they're like, "Yeah, but they're missing a lot of school." And then she'd be like, "But their grades are good, right?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, but still, their attendance is like so bad." When I was almost 17, I got caught for ditching school and all this shit. My dad was so mad. And I got shipped to my mom's. So I went from SoCal to the Bay, and then mom is straight up Hitler. That's why I didn't want to live with her. I was so happy I was living with my dad. But he gave me freedom. I was a good girl. So he's like, not a good girl, not what's going on here. Like, whoa. And so when I went to go to live with my mom because she's Hitler, I had no freedom. Go to school, go to work. My first job in 1996, nobody under 18 worked in the bank. I don't know if you guys remember, but, and my mom was like, "You don't need to work." And I was like, "I want the experience." So like my senior year, I had so many credits that I could leave at lunch. I didn't have to have a fifth and sixth and seventh period. And at lunch, I would walk across the street to Bank of America. That's where I worked, my first job. I lied and said, because you have to have handling experience, so I lied and said that my uncle's pizza place that got closed, but whatever, that I had experience even though I didn't. I never had a job before. And my aunt had a good position, and so she recommended me, and that's the only reason. I did have to get a permit, but I'm telling you, nobody under 18 worked in the bank back then. And then so I'd go like across the street to McDonald's, change into a suit, and eat like cheeseburger and fries, and then San Jose, and then literally right there was the bank, and I'd be there till 6, and that was one of the busiest branches. We had a line out the door all the time. People were always in a bad mood because they had to wait in line so long. It's like, oh my god, bro. And then they wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. If I had to go to the bathroom, they'd be like, "No, look at the line." "Oh bitch, I gotta go to the bathroom. What the fuck?" And I got hit on so much, you wouldn't even believe it. Everybody would just write down their phone numbers and like slip it to me. And then at the end of the day, one of the guys, Apostolos, we called him Tolis, he'd come and be like, "Hey, let's see how many numbers you got." And then I would show him, and I would be like, "Trash it. I don't give a fuck, bro." But one of them, super attractive guy. My mom took me to a salon, and she was gonna get her hair done or whatever. And the guy was like, "Oh my god, I hit on your daughter at the bank." But I get hit on so much, I don't even, or I did, I just didn't remember, him. But he was so embarrassed because he's Persian. And in the Persian world, especially because I'm underage, like none of those people knew I was 16. I gotta get more ice. But because my mom was so Hitler, I had no social life. One time I got in trouble for having a bunch of people over. The most popular guy in school was in love with me. He was trying to kiss me. I was like, I'm a virgin. And then they all wanted to have an orgy. There's a bunch of people. And I was like, nah, I'm a virgin. And so they did it. And I'm so glad I didn't do it because afterwards they were all regretful. And it broke up the whole friend group. It got awkward and weird, I guess. But I got in trouble for that and I ran away. And then, I don't know, one of the neighbors called my mom and she called the house or the apartment and she was like, you have people there? And I was like, everybody get the fuck out. And I ran away. I was in the same complex. And then it was so funny. My uncle Genius, he just pressed, you know, the old school phones. He just pressed redial. So the last person I had called was the girl in the complex. So when she answered, they were like, are Sue and Sarah there? And I was like, fuck, I gotta go back. The sun is shifting. I gotta go sit this way. I gotta check out my car too and get more ice. So I just threw myself in school. I was in college. I was on the honors roll, the dean's list. Got permission from the dean because you can only take a certain amount of credits, and I got permission. I had him sign something for me where I could take more classes because I had no social life. And oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Damn it! No more ice. And then when I was 21, this guy comes over to my house. Apparently, he's like, I don't know, dude. The guy that didn't speak English. His grandpa did business with my grandpa on my grandpa on my mom's side was like a big time business person in Iran. Apparently, everybody knows who he is or whatever. And so they had just moved here from Israel, and they come over, him and his dad, and then he's like totally into me, and I'm like not interested. And then my mom's like, you should be friends with him. I said, what? Be friends with a boy? I didn't even want him to go to my room because he was like, can I see your guys' room? Me and my sister shared a room, and I was like, my sister said yeah, and I was like, whoa, I'm gonna stand at the door. I'm not even gonna go in because I really thought we were gonna get in trouble. I was shocked. So then he's like, we should go to the movies. And I was like, I'm busy. I go to school. I take extra classes. I work. So I was working at the bank. Smaller bank. After bank, I was trying to get this job so much. It was taking forever for me to get this job because I didn't want to work for Bank of America anymore. This bank that I ended up getting the job at that took forever was like a small bank. They only had 3 or 4 branches. The CEO was amazing. Every year he took us on vacation. Came and picked us up and took us, you know, everything paid. The flight, the place we went to, like resort. The CEO was amazing. But it was taking me forever to get this job, right? So when I got that job, they abused the shit out of me because they're like, you're a sponge. They taught me how to do everything. And back then, we did everything ourselves. Like if I have to go look something up, I have to go find the microfilm and then look it up on this microfilm. They gave me the jobs nobody wanted to do, you know? And then they ended up promoting me to utility, which basically meant I knew how to do everything. Like I wasn't a banker anymore, I was utility. And I would go write in my journal every night. I get abused and used and abused. These people are all older than me, 35 and up, you know, and they're just like making me do everything because I can. That's when I realized I gotta play dumb. But I worked for the Princeton Review. I met this girl and she's like, I work for the Princeton Review. I was like, can you get me an interview? And she's like, yeah. So the interview was taking the test. And then they hired me. I was their #1 teacher. They have the books, but I would create my own lesson plan. And all my students back then, it was 1,600. Now it's 2,400. But back then, it was 800, 800. And then you would take the SAT too, right? But it was like verbal and math, 800, 800. And my students would get 1,600 and go to any school that they wanted to. So I was busy. I'm not trying to go to the movies, but I ended up going to, my sister was like, yeah, she loves the movies. So we go watch Castaway. I'm crying, you know, when he goes, Wilson, and I'm crying. And this guy's wiping, the friend of the family or whatever, he's wiping my tears, like, super intimate. I can't believe it. Then my sister always likes to stay for a second movie. I'm so tired. So the second movie is What Women Like with Mel Gibson, and I ended up falling asleep. And he took my head and put it on his shoulder and started, I had really long hair, and he starts playing with my hair, puts it in his mouth, and I'm like, what the fuck? So the minute we get home, my sister's telling my mom that he's in love with me. And I was like, yeah, obviously. Yeah, she's right, but I don't give a fuck. And then my mom's like, because I was giving all my money to my mom, I didn't have to work. I was just working for experience. So all the money I made, I was giving it to my mom. So I think she thought she was afraid of losing me. So she was like, no, I thought you guys were just gonna be friends. I didn't know, you know. And I was like, okay, whatever. So then I tell him, hey man, I can't see you no more, my mom, whatever. And then he's like, can you tell me to my face? And then my mom was like, no. But I ended up going to see him like at a cafe. And he goes, just don't tell anybody. So I was like, all right. And I felt really comfortable with him. That's the only reason I lost my virginity to him, is because I felt very comfortable with him. And he was a badass. He's a motorcycle racer. I bought him an R1. The first time he popped a wheelie with me on it, he was like, hold on. I was like, huh? And then he popped a wheelie, and I was like, wow, he's a really good fucking motorcycle rider. Because he was so smooth the way he did it. I didn't feel scared. It wasn't dangerous. I didn't feel like it was dangerous. One time I had to pick him up at the police station because he got arrested for reckless driving. He was popping a wheelie and going hella fast. So he did a bunch of crazy shit, but not with me. Not when I was riding with him. But anyways, like, my mom is totally onto me because I'm like curling my hair, and she's like, who are you looking so good for? And I was like, huh? She goes, anybody but him. So we're out in public, and then she's asking me, who is it? It better not be him, anybody but him. And then I'm quiet, and she got so mad. She almost like slapped me in public. And like when we got home, she said, if you live under my roof, you live by my rules. And I said, all right. I put all my stuff in my trunk. I had a Volkswagen Beetle, the brand new ones when they came out. Because my first car I bought cash. It was a Nissan 240 SX Champagne. It was so beautiful. I love that car. But it got me a lot of tickets. I literally got so many speeding tickets. When Beetles came out, I said, I got to have one of those. And I looked really cute in it. I had a blue one. And surprisingly, it's very spacey actually. So I put everything in my trunk, stayed at a hotel that night, and then by this time I'm working at Wells Fargo. And one of the I was a personal banker because later on I got a job at Wells Fargo again after college. I left the Bay, 2 times drove to LA, downtown LA, for the interview process, where everybody in the elevator afterwards was telling me, you should be on Celebrity Apprentice, bitch, your answers were fucking perfect, what the fuck. So I got a job later on as an investment banker with Wells Fargo, but at this time I was a personal banker, opening new accounts and shit. And one of the girls there was a teller, overheard her saying that, she's trying to move out, and I said, do you want to be roommates? And she goes, yeah. So, bro, when I tell you nothing was available, we got an apartment that wasn't even that nice for $1,500 back then, 1 bedroom. Back then, we got robbed. I couldn't even believe it. This is 2001, okay? And she was the worst roommate ever. Really, the worst. Such a baby. She would bring a different guy home every night, and then my man was like, is this a jendehone? And then Kelly asked my sister, what does jendehone means? And it means whorehouse. And she locked us all out. She's like fucking crying. And then she would always wear my clothes and never ask. And if I did that to her, she would get so mad. It's like, are you sick, bitch? You can do it, but I can't? And I would always pay for her because I made more money than her. So when we would go out to a nice restaurant, I'd pay for her. And then she'd be all cheap when my man would drink one of her Cokes. This is my man. He and I are one. Don't see him as separate. When I do for you, when I take you out to a restaurant, that fucking fancy ass, nice ass restaurant, and then you're gonna get mad at my man over you buy the cases of Coke. Divide that. Back then it was like 50 cents each. Are you serious, bitch? I would always buy her food. Whenever I buy myself food, if we carpooled, I get it for her too, wherever. Like, I really like those breakfast sausage, egg, McMuffin type shit, croissant, whatever. I'd always get her whatever she wanted. Anything in the refrigerator or freezer that was mine, she was welcome to, and she ate it, but she saw me separate as him. So she starts hiding her Cokes and stuff. I'm like, bro, this bitch is fucking, oh my God, why, God, are you doing this to me? And then she ended up getting with a guy, finally. It wasn't a whorehouse anymore. She finally ended up getting with a guy that asked me out first, and I was like, I have a man. And then, so he was always flirting with me. I was like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. This bitch crazy as fuck. Come on. Do not flirt with me. He'd like roll up a towel and, fuck with me. I'm like, oh God. You a funny guy. If I didn't have a man and you weren't with this crazy ass bitch, I don't know. I wasn't attracted to him. He didn't have like, but he and I ended up going to this, like, this job, you have to take a test for you to even get like an interview. So they have a time where everybody can go take the test. And I was one of the top 1%. He didn't even pass. He went with me. We both were interested in this job. It was such a hard job. It was really good pay though. But the training was over a month. I've had multiple jobs where the training, just the fucking training is over a month. You're getting paid for it, but damn, you gotta memorize a bunch of shit. And that job was really hard for me to have. It's like so hard when you have a partner that is not supportive and just like uses you, spends all your money. And that's why my first husband, I had to divorce him, because I bought him an R1. Then he wanted to start his own business because his friend had his own business, and he's like, I need a truck. And I said, okay, we'll buy you a truck cash, $5,000. This is 2001. He goes, no, I need a brand new truck. Image is everything. And I'm like, just because I have a brand new car, I bought this Beetle when I lived at home. I'll sell it. Like, I'm paying $500 for this every month. I'll sell it and get a used car so you can see what I'm talking about. Like, and then so he got so mad, he punched a hole in the wall next to my head. He could not believe I said no to him. And that's when I realized, I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my life if I'm with this guy. He's fun, very fun, motherfucker. I thought the sex was good, but I was really shy because I'm very loud now that I know myself better. And I didn't know, in the Persian community, he's basically Persian, even though he came from Israel. He was living in it. You're a squirrel, are you okay? My dog doesn't care about you. It's okay, sweetie. I know. I think squirrels are aliens. Dolphins, squirrels, octopus, dragonflies. Because dragonflies are some of these, there's one more. I'll think of it. So, we had a lot of chemistry, but since we were both so inexperienced, it was really all about him. Like, I was such a pleaser. And then not until my 30s, with my second husband encouraging me to buy toys, and not to use with him. I wish he would have used them with me, but he didn't want to. He just was like, when I'm not here and you go ahead, you know. And that's like when I started to learn my body. I really wasn't into masturbating because I always had a husband. I love someone who talks during it, communicates, like right there, that's my spot, or whatever. It's amazing. And then once you have your Kundalini awakening, your chakras are aligned, it really is Tantex. It really is like, I also, because I work out so hard, that's why my abs are so strong, and, you know, I challenge myself. My vagina muscles are unbelievable. That's why people lose their minds, because good luck finding this shit, bro. Good luck. I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm not saying there ain't other aliens out there, but good luck. They're gonna get locked down. I didn't know. I had no idea how good I am. But I'm so glad I didn't do porn. Seriously, I'm so glad I didn't do porn. I'm so glad I didn't do OnlyFans. Because that is a sacred exchange of energy. Sacred exchange of energy. Sex is sacred. I cannot believe, once I divorced my first husband, I was like, fuck men. And I like had my first one night stand and I was like, I don't like this. I like to get to know someone. I like to build rapport. I like to, you know, have a bunch of foreplay. So I realized I'm a relationship girl. And now I'm celibate. Like, I don't even touch myself. But anyways, that first marriage was so, you know, he was, so I don't know what happened to him, bro. When he tried to escape Iran because his family went to Israel, and he couldn't, in Iran, you have to go into the military. You either have to go or buy it. And he couldn't even, like, prove his identity or whatever, because the way it works out there is weird, especially back then. I don't know how it is now, but... So I think when he fled Iran to go to Israel and Iraq, Iraq, it's pronounced Iraq, but Iraq, they got him and they took him to jail. So I don't know if he got raped in jail, because my mom always told me, before him, she would always be like, whoever gets to marry you is so lucky. You're literally, I cannot even believe someone like you exists. Remember, I was giving her all my money, I'm working hard, I'm doing well at everything, and like, just such a giving person, you know? And then she's like, your children are so lucky, everybody is so gonna be so lucky to have you. But she's like, after him, you changed. You got so angry because he was so angry. And he, you know, the first time he hit me, I should have left. I tried. Him and his dad was visiting us, and they wouldn't let me leave. And then the second time he hit me, I did call the police. Got a restraining order against him. And then my second husband and I were zen as fuck. I don't know. Oh, he started taking steroids. So this is my first husband, Tyson. The serious relationships I've had. My first husband, Tyson, which we lived together. He wanted to marry me, impregnate me, all that. But like, he was very good looking. He was Vietnamese. You will never see everybody would trip off this motherfucker. Tall, well endowed. You think my body's like a goddess? This motherfucker was built like a Greek god. It was like the craziest shit. So he got a lot of attention, and temptation got him, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, bitch. And he was so scared to lose me. I always had my shit ready to go. He's like, please don't go while I'm at work. I know you're gonna fucking leave while I'm at work. And I was like, that's what happened. But Tyson ended up taking steroids because he got promoted and he was working so many hours that he lost all his muscle. He looked better before the steroids. Steroids makes you like hard. You don't have like, you know how there's usually water over your muscle. So I would give Tyson, he asked me, can you give me the injections? I'd shoot him in his butt or his leg. And then when my brother, the one that passed away, started taking it, my husband at the time, my second husband, was like, yeah, I want some. And then he got really aggressive. So he went from being super zen. Roid rage is so fucking real. You hear about that football player that killed his family and shit? So the first time he hit me, I was like, it came out of nowhere. It was so crazy. He like literally picked me up, body slammed me, picked me up, threw me against the wall. I have permanent nerve damage in my neck. And then the second time, it was because I was rescuing a bunch of animals and he didn't help me. And he was abusing one of them. And I was like standing up for the dog. I said, don't hit him. Do not hit him. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. And he goes, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to hit you. And I was like, I can't let you do that. I cannot witness it. And then so he hit me. And then he left, and then he cried so much and guilt tripped me that I went back after a few days. And then divine intervention, our place caught on fire. And he abandoned me. Can you believe this shit? And then I had to sleep with him. That was the first time I slept in my car for 6 months. It's a miracle. I still believe in love. But I'm not like looking forward to like being with somebody. You know, I'm still healing from the last one. Was the worst. That shit was like literally a horror movie. I survived a horror movie and multiple horror movies, but this one was the worst one, okay? Only because I controlled, see, this experience taught me that I can control myself not to react, but I needed to learn how to control my energy, because if someone else can read energy like me and my energy is like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch, that's no different than you saying it with your mouth. I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch. So it taught me how to control my energy and Houdini his ass as soon as God gave me a way out, you know? The reason I'm not looking forward to is the way Satan gets men is temptation. They will never have anybody hit on them, and all of a sudden they get with someone like this, and all the girls are like, you can get someone like this, and they start hitting on them like crazy. Fine ass girls will come out of the woodwork. You're like, what? What? What's happening here? And then they fall for the temptation, and then they lose the gift, the blessing, and then all the temptations are gone. They're left with nothing. It's so, I've witnessed this so many times, guys. It's fucking crazy as fuck. That's why I'm not like I just feel like I'm gonna be so disappointed. People don't know how to handle situations, to be like a true ride or die, to be like, you know, and I get it. I used to be like that before, but I'm not like that anymore. And so I don't want to be with someone who's gonna like disappoint me. For instance, I'll give you an example. Let's say I get with somebody and now their ex is like, what? You're tied as F with this one? And she's, because I won't allow it. Not anymore. Not no more. I allowed so much stuff. People do have free will, like I get it, but I'm just so sick and tired of being disappointed. If I feel anything off, you will never see me again. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave all my shit. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck? I will block you and cut you. I'm so fucking savage. So God forbid I get with someone and they make one mistake, I'm fucking out. I'm fucking out. Cause what, bitch? How the fuck you gonna fuck up? Like, for instance, taking a phone call from an ex. That's an ex. You ain't got no kids with her? Fuck that bitch. Give me your phone. And I was never like this, but where did it get me? Motherfuckers, like, you trust people, you let them do whatever, and they fuck up, and then they want to be mad at you, like, because I let you do whatever you want? The fuck? So now I take the phone and be like, if you ever call again or show up, restraining order. And I will stand on it. If we gotta take you to court, we take you to court. This is serious. You don't get no energy. Energy vampire. You didn't appreciate how you had him, and then now that it's like game over for you, bitch, Satan is using you to come in between us. Preferably a man would be man enough to like take care of the situation, and I wouldn't have to. Preferably I would finally meet a man that makes me go like, damn, okay, you are all about me. You ain't playing. And people play too many games. They just play too many games. They want to entertain a bunch of bullshit. It's like, I give people so much freedom. God sees everything, bitch. And I can read energy. You think that when you're fucking living with somebody, you tight as fuck, bitch, you're living with somebody, you think they can't fucking tell when you're being sneaky? For whatever reason. It could not even be a girl. It could be like your friends that don't have a girl. So why are you taking advice from someone who's single? Why are you letting them talk you into, oh, no girls, so if you want to come to this, like, whatever, it's only guys, like a bachelor party, I guess, you know what I mean? But say there's gonna be like a stripper, I don't know, guys. I'm basically a nun at this point, basically, but I don't want to be a nun because I don't want to be connected to any religion. I feel like if I were to go to a nunnery, I would have problems with a bunch of because what are all these rules? Nah, not for me. No, thank you. And then Being a monk? I guess that would be cool. All right, I'm gonna go get more ice. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna move my car closer because it's starting to be in the sun right now. I've missed all the comments. "1984, great year." You like that book? I know. He's just sitting on the opposite side of the tree like he's watching your back. That's just cool as fuck. He's right here. You see him? You won't ever have to spend a dime on a toy again. Oh, God. A bunch of people retracted their messages. Not cool, guys. Three-bedroom house, central air. I'm never gonna leave the house. Which is better, North or Southern Cali? I think Northern California, but they're very serious because it's so expensive to live out there that everybody is very serious. So Southern California is more social. People socialize more. Northern California, people are very focused. They got places to go, people to see, or things, places to go, people to do. No, I'm just kidding. What's that saying? North. So what's up, baby? You ready? My music. Why did you retract your message? Can't fail with calisthenics. Yep. Message me when you want to talk for real. I know some good ass beaches up here in Northern Cali. So you're in Northern California? Hey boy, we're leaving right now. Hold on, guy. Good boy. Me and water go away, Max. So what's up? You want to ride or what? Gobble gobble, turkey dog. You won't ever have to spend on a. Okay, I get rid of the dog. That dog is one cool cat. Do you ever hang out with people? I met a really cool old guy the other day, and he had two really cool dogs, Australian Shepherds, a boy and a girl, and I hung out with him a little bit. He had really good energy. He was talking about how many surgeries he's had and shit like that, and I told him, I love dogs more than people, and then I was like, for me, it's trees, animals, and then people. I'd rather kick it with a tree or be in nature than animals and then people. It's an exchange of energy. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with you guys. Do you have other website? No, I need a website. Does anybody want to help me? Do you ever hang out? Oh, I got that. What's up? You're in Virginia too? My music retracted another message. Why? Hi, Bill Crockett. How have you been? Great, thank you. Blessed and highly favored. How are you, babe? I'm sorry you had to go through that. I wish I could give you a hug and hold you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry you shouldn't have to go through that at a young age. So many people are being abused, guys. Nobody wants to talk about it. I'm telling you, everybody I've talked to, it's been way worse. It almost makes me feel better, but not really, because I'm like, shit, dude. They can't talk about it. That's when you don't talk about something, you hold it inside and then you get sick. And also, a lot of people have like complex PTSD, and society don't want to help nobody. Therapy just gives you drugs. Mask, put a Band-Aid on it. You're so nice. Hi, Bahara. Thank you. Do you ever go to Santa Cruz? I love Santa Cruz, the boardwalk. Funnel cake, fresh cotton candy. The rides are old as fuck, though. They're kind of like terrifying. People are selfish, making sure you get it right. Oh my, sometimes it's for the best. People can drain your energy for real. Seem pretty awesome to me. They're lost. Thank you. KY Jelly. My music keeps retracting as messages. Why? It's my pet peeve, guys. I can't believe you're able to do that. It's like crazy to me. Is your birthday October 10th? Because you're a 10 out of 10. I love you. My birthday's May 3rd. I'm a Taurus. That was a good one. I gotta take a screenshot. You retracted it! Is that what you're doing? You're using pickup lines and then retracting them? Damn, I want to read them. Put them back. Hello, Steven. How are you? Sorry I didn't email you back. I've been busy. Also, you know, I asked you if the concerns I had last time were still an issue, and you didn't answer me, so that's obviously a yes, which is that you have a God's son that's not your son, but the mother of your godson is psycho on prescription drugs for, I don't know, bipolar, I don't know, remember what you said or whatever, and then would call you and use you. So I can't be with somebody who's got to drop everything because this chick needs you.